Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte, and we are taking a look at the Nashville Predators going into next season. I have some concerns about the Nashville Predators. We take a look at the three key factors for the Predators going into next season. We'll be taking a look at that in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see more of the pom-pom on the top of my head, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. Let's take a look at the Nashville Predators. Guys, and ladies out there, 88% of you watching this very video or any videos on my YouTube channel are not subscribed to our YouTube channel. Guys, what are you doing? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and more importantly, a subscribe down below. There's a big red button. It should be right below me. Make sure to smack that thing and stay up to date on the latest on our YouTube channel. Not only do you get to see more of the pom-pom on my head, not only do you get to hear my beautiful voice, you also get to see the great flow as well. So why wouldn't you want to subscribe to us here at Goal Line Hockey? That's all I ask. Make sure to hit that the little Taco Bell logo. Make sure to hit the Taco Bell logo, give it a little click, and that way you get notifications when we post our latest videos. All right, so with that out of the way, guys, let's take a look at the Nashville Predators. Let me fix the flow real quick for you guys. Don't want it to be too unsightly for you. Guys, the Nashville Predators, unfortunately for you Preds fans, because I'm sure a lot of you Predators fans are going to watch this video, I don't know what to think of the Nashville Predators right now. I am in a state of flux, and it's because of really the lack of moves they made this past offseason and their success, or lack thereof, last season. So let's take a look at the Predators, guys. So we're going to look at some of the questions about the Nashville Predators, and the big one being, how do they get more from Ryan Johansen and Matt Duchene? These are key pieces to this Predators team, and they're there for a little while. Each of them making $8 million. Ryan Johansen for the next 5 years. Matt Duchene for the next 6 years. 28 and 29 years old, and combined, they've not put up great numbers. Let's just keep it a buck here. You look at their numbers, right? And some of you guys say, oh, you're just a stats guy, this and that. I'm really not. It's just stats speak a lot to what happens. 42 points last season for Ryan Johansen. It's not terrible. Not for $8 million. You could get guys for $5 million that do that. Okay. Ryan Johansen. Ryan Johansen. What did he do last year? 36 points last season. 42 plus 36, 78 points for $16 million. David Poile is probably shrugging his head just like that as well, because these guys should be doing better than that, honestly, and it's just not good enough. So they need more from those two guys. And another thing we're going to talk about here in a minute is, they need these guys to score. More specifically on the power play and the special teams. What am I talking about? They need to score on the man up, and that's something that's been an issue for this team. I mean, they've had a lot of turnover this past season. You look at what they've added, what they've subtracted. They've added Luke Cunnin, Nick Cousins, and Brad Richardson. And then you look who they let go: Craig Smith, Mikael Granlund, Nick Bonino, Kyle Turris, and Austin Watson. So that just puts more of a workload on Johansen and Duchene. And this is something I've been talking about for a long freaking time. A long time. Because the Nashville Predators in between the pipes are a little bit concerning to me. UC Saros has not become that guy yet. And he's still young, and he's not like his career is over by any means, but when is he going to turn up to that next level? And he has not done that yet. So it brings up the question, is he going to ever get to that level? You look at his NHL career stats, they're pretty decent. I mean, You look at what he did in the beginning of his career, the first 2 full seasons in the NHL, a .923 and a .925 save percentage. In the NHL, it's pretty solid, and that's in 20 games and 26 games, so it's not like he played 3 games. He did fairly well. Since then, the past 2 seasons, things have not gone so well for him. He actually got sent down to Milwaukee, played 9 games down there with the Admirals, and he put up a .906 save percentage. Since then, a .915 and .914 save percentage in consecutive seasons, under 3 goals against per game, which that's pretty good there for a NHL goaltender. But it just hasn't been enough for the Predators. So when will he take that next step? That's the second big question for the Predators. Will we be able to do that? Because you talk about defense. This is my mantra. Defense wins championships, but goaltending gets you into the playoffs. And if you don't have good goaltending, kiss that ass goodbye, because you are not making the playoffs in today's NHL without good goaltending. And you need a good defense to get you to that next level, the championship level. And forwards and scoring is always going to be a part of the game, but that's for another issue. You know, the reason I say that is because you look at a team like the New York Islanders. I'm always going to throw them out there because they're my team, but we see this around the league. The Columbus Blue Jackets, the Dallas Stars, teams that don't put up a ton of goals, but look at the success they had this past season. And this is going to piss people off. Look at the Leafs. Haven't won a playoff series. Tons of forwards, but they don't have the goaltending completely right, and they don't have the defense completely right. So goaltending is good enough to get them in the playoffs. Defense wins championships. They don't have the defense. Enough said. And then the third question, how can the power play improve? This goes back to what we saw with Johansson and Duchesne. They're going to need more offense from this team. Now, this is interesting. The Predators were tied with the New York Islanders for 24th in the NHL on the power play last season. Who's on the Islanders power play unit? Jordan Eberle, Anders Lee, Matt Barzal. Yeah, that's about it. The Nashville Predators should have more firepower than that. But if we look at the Predators lineup, they really don't have that firepower anymore. As you look at those top 2 lines that are predominantly on the power, well, we're just going to look at their power play unit. Screw it. Power play. First power play. Arvidsson, Johansson, and Matt Duchesne, along with Philip Forsberg and Roman Josi. Second, see, this is the problem. That second power play unit looks pretty brutal. You have Kyle Jarnkrok, Luke Kunin, and Eeli Tolvanen, along with Ryan Ellis and Dante Fabro. Now, I think Fabro is going to take that next step this year. But again, it's like Josi Saros. You got to show it first. But I am expecting a big season from Fabro on that blue line. It's a pretty solid blue line overall. But again, the offense is the big question. And I just don't know if they have the firepower. I think Luke Kunin is a nice addition from Minnesota, but he hasn't been that great with the Minnesota Wild. And that's kind of why they traded him out of Minnesota. Eeli Tolvanen, there was so much hype around Eeli Tolvanen. But again, why hasn't anybody been talking about him? He kind of fell off the map. Former 30th overall pick back in 2017. With the Milwaukee Admirals, he put up 35 points in his first season over in North America, 2 points in 4 games in 2018-2019, and this past season, he spent the entire season in Milwaukee with the Admirals, 36 points in 63 games. Right now, with Jokerit Helsinki of the KHL, he's put up 10 points in 20 games, which is pretty mint right there. But again, not a lot of NHL experience, only 7 games in the big league and 2 points to show for it. So is it a lack of him getting the opportunity under Peter Laviolette? Maybe under the new coaching change here with John Hines, maybe that changes. And this isn't a point they brought up, but I think this is a little bit concerning. And that is the situation with coach. John Hines is not going to get this Predators team to the next level. I know Ray Shero had a really good relationship with David Poile, and David Poile, asked, Ray Shero, what do you think of John Hines and this and that. He was giving him, glowing reviews. Great head coach, this and that. But when you look at what John Hines did with the Devils, not much success besides that one season, and they lost in 6 games to the Tampa Bay Lightning anyway. So it's like, what have you done for me lately? And you really haven't seen that from John Hines. So with all these other head coaching options, you pick John Hines. I thought that was weird at the time. He really didn't, do that much with the Predators. Kind of was, they were in free fall once they brought in John Hines. The Peter Laviolette thing didn't work out. That's fine, whatever, it happens. And then you go to this. So, Nashville Predators, I think they are going to regress once again this season. Now, again, some of these questions that they brought up, maybe that changes, but I am concerned about John Hines as the head coach. My confidence in Ryan Johansson and Matt Duchene completely turning a left corner this season, as well as now you have young guys that are trying to develop, guys like Dante Fabro and Eli Tolvanen and Luke Cunnin. Is John Hines going to help those guys develop? I guess we're going to have to wait and find out this season. As well as Juuse Saros in between the pipes, Pecorine is not getting any younger. He cannot be a starter at this point, so Juuse Saros is either going to become the starter or they're going to sink with the concrete at the bottom of the lake. So, guys, let me know in the comment section down below. Predators fans around the NHL, what do you think of the Nashville Predators going into next season? Do you think they can make the playoffs in 2021? Do you think they make the postseason? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, guys, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching, and let's go Preds.